Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyson, and today I wanted to do an old school style video, my empties. I want to go through my all natural skincare and body care and hair care products that I've been using up over the past 3 months. I love watching empties. I know again that they're really old school on YouTube, but I feel like you really get does the person like the product? There's so many reviews on YouTube with someone using a product for like a week or two or a couple days and they're like, I love it, I don't. But there is really something like you really know a product after you've used it up and it's completely empty and it's headed for the recycle bin. So I've always loved watching empties. I've got a big old basket here full of my products and we're just gonna go through them one at a time and I'll tell you if it's already been a repurchase, like it's sort of a holy grail product for me, or if I would repurchase it or if I wouldn't, and any thoughts that I have on it. I will link all of these products down below so you can check them out if they sound interesting to you. And also, part of the reason why I am doing this is because this year in 2025, I am doing a low buy year. And one of my main, most strict rules for myself is around body care, skincare, makeup, and hair care products, because that tends to be the thing that I love to shop for. I love to buy all natural products. And so this is, I really am using up everything that I have in my house. I have rules around that. I have what I'm not buying this year. I'll link those 2 videos down below, like the 25 products I'm just not buying in 2025 to support my low buy year. And then all my rules around my low buy is another video. So I'll link those down below in case you're interested in low buys and saving money and shopping with intention. So that's part of the reason why I'm doing empties, to really look at what I'm using, only shopping my stash, going through all my backups before I buy anything. So I have to be all out of body lotion in the house before I buy a replacement body lotion. You get the gist. This is in support of my low buy year, and without further ado, let's start digging in the basket. First up, we'll go through all of the body lotions that I've used. So if you didn't know, I live in Joshua Tree, California. It's the desert here. Body lotion is essential. And so these are these are all the ones that I've used up. So first up is Myers. You've seen this. You can get it at Target and it's pretty common. This one is the lavender scent. I liked the scent. This one we had in our guest bathroom, and I would pop it on my hands after I washed my hands throughout the day. It was pretty thin, so I wouldn't use this as my go-to everyday body lotion. I probably won't repurchase it, but the scent is nice, the price is nice. Essential oils, there's no parabens or other artificial ingredients in there, so it's a good staple to kind of have next to the sink. But for a body lotion day in and day out for living in the desert, it doesn't cut it. My next one is this Weleda baby lotion. It smells like calendula. It has a really nice soft calendula scent. This has incredible ingredients. I will often look at all natural baby brands or all natural brands, but their baby care line, because they're even more less fragrance, less chemicals, all of those things. So, but this one again was also just too thin, so I won't be repurchasing it, but I did like the soft scent and it worked fine. And I did use this as a body lotion, but wouldn't repurchase. The next one I used up is Andalou Naturals. This is their body butter, and this is the cocoa. It kind of smells like cocoa vanilla. This was great. I would totally repurchase it for the price. It's just at or just under 10 bucks. I get it on Vitacost. I will totally be repurchasing this. It was thick and really nourishing for your hands or for your body, but it didn't leave you greasy at all. So I could put on my pajamas right after I put it on after getting out of the shower, or when I used it on my hands, I didn't leave those greasy marks, touching things throughout the house after you put on lotion. Yes, so I really liked this one and would totally rebuy it. Andalou Naturals is a great like affordable, all natural body care and skincare line that I totally recommend. You know, you can find them in Whole Foods. I bought this again on Vitacost. It was just a really good staple that I would totally repurchase. This next one is by Paloroma. It's their whipped cream nourishing, it says a hand lotion. It's designed again for littles, so for babies. This is my favorite. This is probably my like 8th bottle of this. I buy it through an online shop called Beauty Heroes. Beauty Heroes is one of my favorite shops to get body care and skincare from. And they often will have sales throughout the year. Like they have a summer sale, you know, shop when I can get, you know, like 10 to 20% off of my cart. But this is a product that I will often throw 1 to 2 bottles in my shopping cart. If I'm going to place an order through Beauty Heroes, it helps me get free shipping. I know I can always use it. It's 10 ounces. It's a lot like the Andalou Naturals one, but just that it doesn't have that cocoa vanilla scent, which is nice, but I really like just non-scented products. And this is just so thick and nourishing. Again, not greasy, perfect. I love the pump versus like that squeeze bottle. So I like the pump mechanism for this better. This is just something I've purchased multiple times and will continue to. I absolutely love this lotion. Ziva Botanica is a local like handmade in Joshua Tree company that makes body care and skincare products. And this body butter in lavender geranium in this like really beautiful big 8-ounce glass jar. It's super thick. You have to like dig in there to get it. Its main ingredient is shea butter. I was gonna guess that because of the thickness of it. It has such a light, soft scent, which is of course from essential oils, no like fragrance oils or chemical scented it. It's so thick and nourishing. This I just use on my hands. So this is like by my bedside table at night before I go into bed. I, you know, put on a lip balm and then I put on my hand cream, and this has just been such a great staple. I think this is my 3rd jar. I have a 4th jar on my bedside table right now, and one lasts me about half of a year if I'm just using it on my hands. They also are just opened a shop. I believe that it just opened or it's going to open in Silver Lake, California, so out in LA, and they have a shop here in Pioneer Town. And I just love that it's a local brand and the products are made here, but you can definitely shop them online and I will link them down below. Next up is this organic jojoba oil by Now Solutions. Jojoba oil is just such a good staple to have in your bathroom. I feel like 100% organic jojoba oil is great. You can use it to take off your eye makeup, to really break it down and wipe it away before you cleanse your face. I've used it on like the ends of my hair to add moisturizer. If I don't have a body lotion or a body oil, you could totally use this. It absorbs nicely. It doesn't have a strong scent at all. Like, it doesn't have a scent, you know, like sweet almond oil kind of has a scent. This is super like neutral, and it's really affordable for an organic 100% oil that you can use in so many different ways. It's just a staple of mine. I use a glass bottle that has like a pump that I got from some body oil at some point, and I washed that out, and now I just fill it with jojoba oil so that I have it on the counter in a glass bottle that again is in a pump, because I like using things in a pump better. But this has been a staple that I have used and had in my bathroom for years, and it's just something that I'll continue to have around. Next up is this 16-ounce bathing culture. This is their Mind and Body Wash. This smells incredible. Now, this is expensive. This is like always a splurge for me, but I just use it as a hand wash in our bathroom, and I just love the scent, and the smallest drop of soap like lathers and goes so well. But I can't justify like using it in the shower, like as a body, like as a shower gel or something like that. It's pricey, but they do sell these reusable bottles, which is great because the first time you buy it, it comes in this beautiful glass jar that has this pretty rainbow design on it. And now for years, I've just been buying one of these, again, on Beauty Heroes, when I'm placing like a skincare order, when things are on sale, like when things are like 15 or 20% off, I'll throw one of these in my cart. I started using this back in 2020 and I can't even count how many bottles I've gone through, maybe like 2 a year. So maybe this is like my 10th empty of it, but I absolutely love it. It's a San Francisco based brand. The ingredients are incredible and I love everything about it. And you know, if I was a really rich woman, this would be like buy all the sinks and in all the showers in my house. But for now, I buy a reusable bottle, you know, a couple times a year and use it as a hand wash. But absolutely love this. This wrapper for Dr. Bronners, you know, all-in-one lavender Castile soap. This is the only like bar soap wrapper that I kept in my empties, but I use bar soap all the time. That's what I use to shower with. Like over a decade ago, I stopped using shower gel and the like plasticky loofah to reduce my plastic bottles. Also shower gels, I just feel like they go a lot faster. You know, I look for ones that have fair trade ingredients, no fragrance oils. Also, like finding a bar soap on a vacation or at like a local gift shop is usually really easy and a sweet, fun thing to get and like bring home from your vacation, and then you use it up, you know, over the next month and you're smelling the scents of like Italy, it smells lemony, or wherever you go and you buy a little bar soap from an all-natural, you know, handmade item, which is also cool. They're just really accessible to find and use when you're going into gift shops. You know, plastic free. This is a piece of paper that is going to go into the recycle bin, and then you use up the bar and the bar is gone. So no big plastic bottle. You're not like scrubbing your body with a plastic loofah. I know it seems like kind of like real early 90s, 80s to like shower with a bar soap, but if you're wanting to like reduce your plastic and use more all-natural products, this one was great. Like I said, I've gone through tons of them and I will try to be better about using them up. I definitely, with my low buy year, I have to stop buying bar soaps when we're out and about in the world and when I'm in little shops, because I have a drawer and I probably have like 4 or 5 bar soaps in there. So for now, I've got plenty in the drawer as backups, and so I'm going to use through them to support my low buy year goals. The other bar soap box that I have is by Osmia. This is a women-owned brand out of Colorado, and I absolutely love. They make such nice soaps. Like, their bar soaps for your body are pretty high-end. I've bought them in the past, but I haven't bought them in a few years just because they're pretty pricey for like, you know, using a bar soap, but their ingredients are impeccable. Again, I love that it's a women-owned, all-natural business here, locally made in the US. But this black clay facial soap and their rose clay facial soap, I absolutely love. This tiny bar lasts me like about 5 months, sometimes 6 months. I use it as my second cleanse after I do my oil cleanser to take off sunscreen and makeup and dirt and oil. And then I go in to cleanse my skin. I'm using an Osmia, either the black clay or the rose. They also have a pumpkin enzyme one. I've never used that one, but I love these facial bars. And if you don't store them in the shower and you store them by your sink, they will last you for months. And it smells incredible. It does wonders with my acne. It never dries out my skin. I know a lot of people think that when they think of bar soaps, but when you buy all natural soaps, it's not full of SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, which is that really astringent, like bubbly agent that's added to a lot of soaps. But when you're buying all natural soaps, it's not in there. So you're having all of these rich butters and oils and things that you're washing your body with. I think if what I was saying about using a bar soap, you're like, no way, I have dry body skin. Like, again, I live in the desert, so like I can use them just fine, but I'm not using conventional bar soaps that are like really drying to the skin that have SLS and things like that in them. And that's the same with this face soap. So I was definitely nervous to like start using a bar soap on my face especially, but it does not dry out my skin at all. It's incredible. I have used this for years. I just absolutely love these and definitely recommend. All right, my 2 hair care empties is this Innersense Quiet Calm Curl Cream. This is my absolute favorite curl cream. I have repurchased this multiple times. You're seeing a theme here. I find something that works and then I'm just repurchasing it, which is also part of my low buy ethos, is that I'm trying to reduce my time shopping and the mental load on my brain of like thinking about what to purchase and looking for things. And I like, you know, if I know something works like this curl cream, and it has fantastic ingredients. This is a family-based business. I'm pretty sure they're based out of Northern California. It smells so light and botanical, like in such a spa. Like it smells like a spa, and yeah, it's lovely and botanical, but not artificial or overpowering at all. It doesn't really linger on the hair, which is again fine for me. I don't like a lot of fragrance, but the ingredients are incredible. It's also, it doesn't have a protein in it. So if you wear your hair all natural, you'll know like if you can handle a lot of protein or can't. And just wanted to call out that this is a curl cream that I found that does not have protein in it, which is great for my type of hair. So Kalia is a brand that I've heard about for years and I've never purchased anything from them. And I placed an order on Black Friday for this leave-in conditioner and then a shampoo that I'm still working through. And this hydrating leave-in conditioner, it has a really beautiful lavender bergamot smell to it. It's a really fine mist. So I don't know if I'd repurchase this. I have to like think on this. I just finished it up and I am liking the shampoo, and it's almost out. So if I place another order for the shampoo, I might get another bottle of these, because right now I don't have a leave-in like in my backup stash. So per my low buy rules, I could buy another leave-in conditioner. I do find that I need one living here in the desert and wearing my hair curly. So after I shampoo and conditioner, I'll put in a leave-in conditioner, then I'll use that curl cream, and then I'll use like a hold product. That's my process. I know it's a lot of products, but that's what it takes to wear your hair curly. Yeah, so this one, the jury is out. I did like it. It's just pretty light and it's pretty, and I'm like, is it really doing anything? Like if it's just this like really fine mist, like I almost wonder if I could like use this bottle and put a few pumps of my current conditioner and just like shake it up with water and use that way. I don't know. I might try something like that, or I might try another leave-in conditioner, but I did like using this. Next is some neti pot salt. If you know, you know. I like using a neti pot, especially during the winter when everyone is getting sick, or, you know, before or after plane rides, things like that. Like I get this on Vitacost and, you know, it's just pretty standard, like neti pot salt. So if you know, you know. An absolute staple of mine. Again, I know a lot of these products are that way, but it's that way for a reason, because I've been working with these kind of products for years and I absolutely love this Heritage Store rose water and glycerin spray. When you use facial oil and facial serums, you know, putting a mist on your face that has some hydrating properties, which the glycerin does, and rose water is just really healing and soothing for the skin. This mist is incredible, but mostly what keeps me going back to it, like I can't even count how many bottles of this I have purchased over the years. And the reason is as much as I would love like the wild crafted hydrosols that some of these high-end all-natural skincare companies make, I am just not willing to spend, you know, $40, $60 upwards dollars on a facial mist when this thing does the job of putting a hydrating layer on your skin before you pat in your serum or your face oil. Like this does the trick. I cannot believe that like a mist beyond its like soothing, enjoyable properties of misting it on your face. Like it's not actually carrying like skincare benefits more than this does with rose water and glycerin. I love a simple ingredient list. I love the price point of this. I buy it on Vitacost. Like highly recommend if you're using face oils and face serums, just like this should be your face mist. Totally my ride or die, and will continue to repurchase. All right, transitioning from the face mist, let's go into some skincare products. Starting off is like, I'm in love with this facial oil. So they call it a balancing serum. It's Laurel All Natural Skincare. This is a California-based women-owned company. People love this brand, and I am a part of that stan of just like people that love their botanical mixes. They just make skincare at this like other level if you're really into all natural skincare. Like the blends of oils and herbs that they use is just, it's so incredible. So this one for clarifying relief is their serum that they sell specifically for like more acne prone or rosacea or thing like that type of skin. I started using this a couple years ago when I had really bad acne, but I just love it so much. Even though my acne has really decreased over the last 2 years, I love it. It's so soothing for my skin. It's so hydrating. It smells incredibly herbal and delicious. And although all of her serums, like they are face oils, so know that if you're interested in this brand because of its ethos and it's like plant magic that it does, I would just know that when they say serums, it's not like a watery based serum or anything like that. They are face oils, and I don't actually know why they call them serums, but anyways, that's not for me to decide, but for you to know it behaves and acts like a facial oil. This company also only goes on sale once a year. I know companies all the time are like, this is our biggest sale of the year, and then the next month they're like back in your inbox being like, we're on sale again. Not this company. Laurel Skincare goes on sale once a year on Black Friday. Not Black Friday week, like on Black Friday itself. So what I have been doing for the last 3 years is on Black Friday, I order 2 bottles. These bottles are like $86, I think. Ooh, it's so expensive, but it's so delicious and lovely and works so well with my skin. And I use it up consistently, and I see the benefits of using it. So I keep buying it, and they last me, both of those bottles, until about the end of summer. So then I just have a few months where I'm not using it, and you know, then I get to repurchase it again on Black Friday, so I can get the 20% off. And their Black Friday sale is like significant. It's not like a 10% off, 20%. And yes, they are over $80. Now, I don't really dabble in like all of the other Laurel skincare world. You know, of course, they have masks and cleansing balms and cleansing oils and those fancy hydrosols and like all of those things. But at their price point, like I just feel like a facial oil is the thing that like packs the punch. Like I don't want to spend these prices on something I just missed on my face, or I want to like put it on, have it absorb, and like really see the benefits. So I just like cannot say enough good things about this, but also like it's so pricey, so I totally recognize that. All right, something that's not pricey is this vitamin C dark spot serum by Goodall. This one, I had it recommended to me by an influencer that I follow. It's green, like green tea and tangerine. It has a beautiful light scent. It's a Korean company, and the glass is like UV protected if you're like, you shouldn't have vitamin C in a clear glass. I know. They say it's UV protected. This I believe is my 3rd bottle. And you know, I thought I would like try it because it was like under 20 bucks. And again, I love to buy skincare, and some of it is really pricey. It's nice when you can find an affordable option like that rose water spray, or like I was thinking, this vitamin C serum. Because a lot of vitamin C serums that I have used over the past few years can often break me out. Like there is something, it's like too active or something for my sensitive skin, and it can break me out. So I figured if, you know, this one was worth a try since it was under 20 bucks, and now this is my 3rd bottle. Like It is not like the cleanest ingredients, but I feel like it works. I feel like it's helping with some of my sunspots. I spend a lot of time out in the sun, and also I'm 40 years old, so I feel like it helps with the brightening, but it's not so aggressive that it's then causing other like negative effects, like having me break out like other vitamin C serums have. And it's super accessible and easy to get because it's on Amazon. So anyways, this is a way more affordable thing. So I like to kind of have like some really high-end products that I know are like packing the punch, and then like where can I find other places to have my skincare be more affordable, and then in my mind, it kind of all evens out. So anyways, I would definitely repurchase this in the future. Like I said, I think this is my third bottle, maybe second, but I would definitely repurchase this. In the winter specifically, living in the desert, I like to have a cream that goes on top of, like, after facial serums or oils, like pack on a cream and then go to bed. And so I wanted to try this to, again, try to find a more affordable option. I bought it on Vitacost. It's by Andalou Naturals. It is their Canicel, so like their hemp product line, Dreamy Night Cream, and it was really thick and nice, but the scent was just too strong. Like, it's too highly fragranced for me. Like, I just live in a world of like not having fragrance around me. Like, you know, there are no like Glade plugins in my house. I do not use like fragrance. Like all of our laundry soap is free and clear. So when things come in and they are like, they have a scent, I can really smell it, and I just don't like it. I used it up because it wasn't breaking me out. It was like thick and moisturizing. But I'm not repurchasing it. But if fragrance doesn't affect you and you want a thick, like good nourishing cream that you know isn't going to break you out, and you know you like the price point like I did from an Andalou Naturals product, I would recommend it. But if you are sensitive to fragrance, I would stay far away from this. The next facial oil I have here is Earth Harbor Marina. This is supposed to be a brightening facial oil, and this had spirulina in it and smelled like blue tansy. If you've ever smelled blue tansy, you know that scent. It's such a specific kind of scent, and the facial oil definitely smelled like it. And you can see here, can you see there? Like that blue, that beautiful blue color, like it was just so gorgeous. This was a gift with purchase, like a Black Friday gift with purchase. And I tried it on my skin. It kind of like, I started getting breakouts, and sometimes I'm like, well, is it my cycle? Is it something I ate? I'm not quite sure. It's like from the new product, so I'll take a few days off and then I'll use it again. And then sometimes I even do it a third time. Don't ask me why, but I do. And this one, just something in it did not work with my skin. I don't think it's the blue tansy. Sometimes certain facial oils are just too heavy, or there's an ingredient that like doesn't work with my sensitive acne prone skin. So how I used it up is I used it as a hair oil. So I really hate products going to waste, especially like high-end all natural products. So I try to find a different way to use them, and this worked great as a hair oil. I just used it on the lengths of my hair, but I definitely will not be repurchasing it, and definitely not to use as a hair oil. But just as a tip, if you're using something and it's not working for your skincare, like maybe try using it on your like chest if it's not working for your face, or on your hair, or on the backs of your hands, just these other places, so that they don't just go to waste and linger in your cabinet and then expire. The last facial oil that I used up is this by Henne, and it is their Lumine facial oil. This was so luxe and so amazing. It had this beautiful like pump feature bottle, this black glass. I mean, just like look at it. That's beautiful. Like, if you love things like this, like heavy glass, it's so incredible. It smelled amazing. Yeah, kind of like wildflowers, like that really soft scent, but like earthy, not like floral like rose or like fake lavender or something like that, like just that kind of like soft scented like spring. It's so beautiful and lovely to put on. You only need a few drops, like very much like the Laurel skincare, but it is at that price point. So if I'm spending that kind of money, I'm just gonna buy the Laurel skincare. But I do recommend this, like if budget isn't a thing for you, or like, you know, this is where you choose to spend your money. It's a North Carolina based company. It worked incredibly well. I loved it. But for me, I just have to like pick and choose where I can spend my those high-end dollars on facial oil, and I'm gonna choose Laurel skincare, but I did really love having and using through this oil. All right, back to a more budget-friendly item. This I got on Vitacost as well. This is Australian Gold Botanical Tinted Face Sunscreen in 50. And so I find that a lot of tinted face sunscreens are usually like 25 or 30 SPF. This is 50 SPF. This has 0 white cast. They do have a few like shades, so if you are darker than me, there's more of a medium, and then there's a dark. I think there's 3. This is the one in light, and I absolutely love this. This is a mineral sunscreen. That is my preference to use, is mineral sunscreens, and I wear this every single day. I have it on today, and I just find that it helps like even out the tone of my skin, the redness. If I'm gonna put on a sunscreen anyways, I might as well have some like evening of like the differing, you know, red and stuff like that in my skin. Almost positive it's like $13 for 3 ounces. Like this is a giant bottle. Like the first few times I went to travel with it, I was like, can I even travel with this thing? Which you can, because it's 3 ounces, but it's so big. You get so much product and it works so well. Again, it doesn't break me out. It's mineral-based sunscreen. It's at a great price. And because it says it has a matte finish, but what I find that means is that it just doesn't stay like oily or greasy like sometimes sunscreen or like facial serum sunscreens can do. So I don't really find that it like is matte, like it dries out on my skin or really like has that kind of effect. But I feel like its matte finish is more that it doesn't stay like wet or oily on the skin. Like when I talk on the phone, like I don't pull it away and then like have a big ol' like, you know, facial sunscreen mark on your phone. Anyways, so I really love this product and I just repurchased it and I'm now using through my new bottle of it. And so I have repurchased it and I most likely will again because of the price point and that it is at that 50 SPF mark for my face. So definitely recommend this. All right, another sunscreen product. This one is not mineral based and it kind of hurts that it's not, but this is the Supergoop Glow Stick in 50 SPF. And I have just found that in the past, like almost 3 years that we've lived in the desert, I just need like this style of stick that can just like fit in my crossbody bag, in my backpack when we're hiking. Like I leave with having mineral sunscreen on my body, but sometimes in the desert it just feels so intense, and if you're out for, you know, a couple hours, you want to reapply. And I've just found like nothing works better than this. This doesn't break me out. It doesn't get like obviously that like chalky white cast because it's a chemical sunscreen, but it rolls up. I mean, it's completely gone, but I just will like wipe it on the back of my hands or on my neck or chest, those kind of things. Like if I'm finding that like all the sun is coming through on my side of the car or we've been outside for a long time, I love having it. And because it's so compact, I have it with me. So that's how I also justify it. It's not particularly cheap. I think it's like 30 something dollars this stick, and this is like my second stick, and I will be repurchasing it, especially heading into the spring and the summer. I don't find that the glow is too, I mean, it is kind of like shiny, but again, if I'm like outside sweating, I don't really mind it or care about it. And on the backs of my hands, like usually my hands are pretty dry living in the desert, so I don't mind it there. But I could imagine like if you were putting it on all over, you would kind of look like really like sheeny, oily. So we'll say that, but that's how I use it and why I use it, but I don't like use it as my like default SPF. If I did, I feel like it would be kind of like a little too greasy or glow sticky. All right, some lip products. I have used up this Burt's Bees tinted lip balm in Red Dahlia. This is a beautiful like brownie red that's just like, you know, hydrates your lips. Like if you're going out to dinner or going out for drinks and, you know, like wiping your mouth and this and that, but you want to keep like just a flush of a color on, and the brown red is just so beautiful. I love it. And I have repurchased this. I just started my second tube, but this was my first go of it. I got some influencer shared it, and you don't need a mirror, you don't need to worry while you're out, you can just put it on like a lip balm, but it adds a little bit of color to your face. So definitely recommend if you are into this, again, this like brownie red color, I think you'd love it. This is just, if you've been in the all natural world, you know Badger. Badger is like a staple that, you know, used to make that like really classic thick zinc sunscreen. Anyways, this is their herbal tea lip balm. It worked fine. It was lightweight. I dug it all out. I used it up. It's always so satisfying when you haven't like lost your lip balm and you actually used it until the very end and you like, you know, dug out and used it up. So I did that, and yeah, on to another one. I would totally repurchase it. And so I bought a 3-pack of organic Badger lip balms, you know, that had like 3 different scents from Vitacost, and I will link that down below if you just need a good cheap option for a healthy all natural lip balm. All right, lastly is another Burt's Bees product, and this one actually expired before I could use it all up. One of the tall tale signs of all natural makeup going bad is that it smells like crayons. I don't know why, but like cream blushes, highlights, lipsticks, if your stuff smells like crayons, get it out of here. This one did. But again, I really love these like darker, like brick kind of brownie reds. And this is their lip crayon in Redwood. And I love this. I would repurchase it, but on my low buy, I'm not buying lipsticks. So again, those are my empties. I will now be headed to the recycle bin to recycle all of these products. I will collect my next sort of 2 to 3 months worth of empties, and we can go through them. I hope that you found this useful. I will link all of these products down below and where I purchased them. If you're curious about my low buy rules or the 25 things I'm just not buying this year, I will link those videos down below as well, or you can follow me over at Simply Alyson over on Instagram, and I will see you guys really soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.